What is going on, you guys? My name is Jersey or Jay, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing wonderful. Folks, we're right back at it talking update 19. Today, we're going to be discussing shotguns. As you know, those are receiving a buff, and we're also going to be talking the Pyro launcher because this thing is getting a nerf big time, and we got more stuff planned later in the video, but for now, let's sit back, relax, and hop right into it. So to start off with some good news, Undead Labs went on to inform us the biggest problem we have with shotguns is how often pellets miss, having zero effect on nearby zombies, and on top of that, they are very loud, which is why a lot of folks tend to stay away from these. Well, they've looked into this, made some tweaks and changes for the better, and here's a clip of the developer using the upgraded shotguns we'll be seeing with update 19.
Which is, at this range, it used to be that a Kodiak would do literally nothing at all. And look at that! You can actually get a pretty decent shot at some zombies even from far away with the Kodiak.
So they made improvements to pellet spread, increased the chance of killing zombies within a certain range, and they've also lowered the volume of a shotgun round to about 5.56. Man oh man, I'm definitely here for these changes. Ever since I stepped foot into Nightmare Zone, the Echo S3 is the only shotty I'm willing to use because of the integrated suppressor. And speaking of the Echo S3, more good news, the capacity of this weapon has increased. It was originally 4 and now it's 6+1, and if you missed out on the Trumbull Valley pack, I'll have a video linked in the description on how to obtain this weapon from Heartland. Be sure to check that out. Moving on, let's talk the Pyro launcher. A couple of videos back, I mentioned that the developers are looking into ways on nerfing this weapon. Well, in their latest live stream, they showed just how effective this weapon will be on Plague Hearts after update 19. Keep in mind, all this was done in Standard Zone.
I'm here, potentially exposed to the zombies. Zombies that are coming, the zombie ads that are coming in are, they are a danger to me. But luckily, since this is still really effective against them, as long as I can get them in the line of fire too, I'm still pretty safe. And there we go. So it actually takes 2 magazines from the Pyro launcher now to take out an early Plague Heart on the Standard Zone.
So this weapon will have the same effect on zombies, but as you can see, it does less damage on Plague Hearts. Honestly, I've only used this weapon like 6 or 7 times. I just pretend like it doesn't even exist in my world, but I understand why the change was made. The good news is it's not nerfed completely into the ground. It's still good for horde control, so there's that. And on top of all of this, that's not even the best way to destroy Plague Hearts. Yo, there will always be a meta. Remember the 50 cals before they were nerfed? Then the C4s, now the Pyro launchers. There will always be something to take its place. And because of YouTubers like me that give you guides on the best this or the best that, etc., that is how something becomes quote unquote overused. And if that's the case, yo, all this is inevitable. We're gonna be in the same situation months from now, and Undead Labs are gonna be nerfing something else for the same exact reason. Again, I'm neutral on all this, so I'm just keeping you folks updated. Let me know below your thoughts on everything. This does, however, show that Undead Labs truly cares about their players' experience, because one could argue, even if they decide to abuse the Pyro launcher, it's okay because it really doesn't have an effect on anyone else. But as you can see, Undead Labs is definitely looking at the bigger picture, and I really appreciate that. Moving on, just like I mentioned in my last video, they made some changes to the amount of loot you get from specific places. The developers felt that it's very frustrating every looting trip ending with you halfway through a building and running out of space in your backpack. They also showed a graph on loot changes. Places with 5, 6, or 7 containers is where we had the most issues because we were filling up our backpack fast. Those are gone. They were able to increase the amounts of 8, 9s, and 10s, which overall means you should come across a building feeling like you can handle it without having to leave loot behind, or you'll need to make multiple trips after hitting the jackpot finding a place with crazy amounts of loot. Just like I mentioned in my last video, I would have preferred bigger backpacks or even duffel bags, and you folks had some really good ideas on increasing trunk storage, but there was research behind this, so let's see how it goes. And lastly, you can now craft repair kits at an auto shop, and you can also craft them in bulk to save on parts. I believe it's 3 for the price of 2 in this case, but another quality of life improvement, definitely here for this. And with that being said and showcase, that's update 19. Remember, if you haven't called in the Wizard Van, now is a good time to do that, and also finish up on the bundle up pack if you haven't as well. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. I'm sure next week Undead Labs will be going over the patch notes, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Comment section is open. Let me know your thoughts on everything. Man oh man, today was a spicy one. Be sure to drop a like, also subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll be seeing you guys real soon with some more State of Decay 2 content. Peace.